Alright, sorry about that. But anyways, like I was saying, so we're on the boat, right? And I go out to the deck. Now, it was a few people out in the deck. Like, it wasn't that many people out in the deck before we had took off. But like, it's like a little bit after when we had took off and when it was getting dark, like people, it was more people at the deck and stuff like that. So we was up on the deck, and like me and my friends, we were up on the deck, and we was just chilling and stuff like that, just trying to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? And then so this one of my other friends had asked me to go get them some pop, and now I wanted some pop too, so I was like, you know what, alright. So I had went back inside and had got them and me some pop. And so like, I just went out, gave them the pop, but like the bad part about it was when I gave them the pop, I didn't know that they was already holding it. I thought they were gonna drop it. So then like when that happened, I think I had accidentally spilled it all over them. And like I was kind of in a panic situation because I was like, oh shoot, what did I just do? Like, I'm so sorry. And so I tried to go back inside and try to see if they had any like napkins and stuff like that, but I couldn't really like find any outside I couldn't really find napkins and stuff like that, because I don't know, I guess they didn't really have any, I don't even know. But I ended up getting some. I didn't get that much. So then I had went back up the deck, gave them the napkins and stuff like that. And I just went back inside and just chilled in there for a little bit. And so like I was upstairs, and downstairs there was a dance floor. And that's where most of the people was at anyway. And like, they was just chilling, having fun, just dancing and stuff like that. You could see teachers just like, getting down and funky with it, and the music was actually pretty good too. It wasn't like any bad music or anything. It was pretty good. So, I'm just watching them dance and stuff like that. And, as I'm doing that, I'm just, kind of dancing myself. I'm just kind of dancing myself, just like, pop, lock, and drop it, you know what I mean? But, I wasn't really around that many people when I had did it, so I wasn't really that scared or anything. And so like, so that was pretty cool and stuff like that, even though, I had accidentally spilled the drink all over that one friend. So, it was lit, like I said, it was lit, and we was having a good time. I mean, I would very, very much like wish that I could relive that night to maybe like improve it or something like that. Cause like, it was just, I wish I could have went down there and like actually danced with the crowd. But some people just don't like dancing in front of people, and I'm just one of those people. So otherwise, let's just fast forward this trip. Because I'm probably, going on and on and on. So then we're just like touring, and then we get to the Brooklyn Bridge. And it was a big bridge. Like I said, it was a big bridge. So it was like a long walks away, and like as I was walking, I can see people around me with selfie sticks, and to me personally, I think selfie sticks are kind of stupid, cause it's like getting a selfie stick, like using a selfie stick, meaning that you don't have the strength to hold your phone up. You don't have the strength to hold your phone up like this and take a selfie with a group of people. You don't have the strength, or you're not like big enough to like really stretch your arm out there just to take a selfie and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just didn't really like them. Me personally, I don't really like them. But I just saw a whole bunch of people like like carrying them around and stuff like that, and like taking pictures and stuff. So But anyways, you know, and then now we had gotten to the site where 9/11 happened, and you know, it was a very hard time. It was like a very emotional thing. It was kind of emotional, stuff like that, even though I didn't really know any people that was a victim of 9/11. It was kind of emotional because, you know, never forget. So anyways, you know, and then it was actually pretty cool when, like, after we had went through it, because like me and a couple other friends were like talking, and like we were just talking about some serious like serious, it wasn't dark, but it was like kind of like philosophical stuff. Like we was just talking about life, and we were just like talking about so much stuff, and like how like the world, like how the world would end or something like that. It was kind of like confusing, but yeah, at the same time it was kind of like wow. So then fast forward, you know, we toured the city and stuff like that. It was really cool. It was really cool, by the way. It was actually pretty cool. And like we had also, like, one of the days, that night, we had went to go see Phantom of the Opera. And you know, we had to get dressed and stuff like that. We had to look fancy, you know what I mean, to watch Phantom of the Opera. And bro, that night I was tired. I'm talking about I was ready to go back to the hotel and take a nap. I was so tired. And like all I can remember was just me sitting up there way high, just waiting for it to start, and then at the same time just thinking, oh my goodness, I'm just so tired right now. So I get to the I'm just sitting there, I'm just so tired, I'm just like this and stuff like that, and just sorry about that. I had to go check on my moms and stuff like that, because you know, when your moms come in and stuff like that, it just ruins the video. I don't know why, it just kind of ruins the video. So wait, let me take this off real quick. So we're in the opera theater, and I'm just so tired, like I said, and like I think I just slept through it, and all I heard was like loud bangs and stuff like that. That was the only thing that would wake me up. And so as once intermission hits around, you know me, I rush straight to the bathroom. Well, not really to the bathroom, because it was the door to the bathroom, but like right next to it there was a couple chairs and like a water fountain, and you know, they had the little cups and stuff like that. So I had grabbed one of the little cups, you know what I'm saying, I'm just like I'm just drinking like 10 cups of water and stuff like that just to stay awake, and even that couldn't get me awake. So like it was pretty crazy though. Like I had slept through that. I was just so tired that night that I didn't really like want to see that, and it was just getting boring as heck. So so this is the last day. We get to the last day of the New York trip, and I was feeling two types of ways. One, I didn't want to leave, and two, I was kind of glad to leave, because it was like it was so exciting to be there. Like if you like, I would recommend going to New York and stuff like that. I don't know if I would recommend living there, but like just visiting, oh yes, just go, and like it'd be a great time, because you can find so much. You could find so much, and you can see so many new people, and like just, it was just crazy. But so the day that we had left, we had stopped first. We had stopped to get some gas and some food, and then I was talking to my band director about music producing and stuff like that. Cause me, I want to be a music producer when I grow up. Cause you know, I always, like, when I was growing up, I always had a lot of music in me and stuff like that. Like, I would always be humming and stuff like that, and my mom would always ask me what I was humming, and I would just say, you know, I'm just humming something, like some random stuff that I just made up. So I had a lot of music in me, and I still do. So, you know, me and my band director was talking about it, and we had got back on the road, and bro, like I said, the bus ride there was crazy, and it was even worse than on the way there. I'm telling you, my legs, I thought my legs were gonna like break on me. I thought they were gonna fall off, because like every time when we stopped, me and the dude next to me that I was sitting next to the whole time, we would like switch positions. Like we would switch and see like who takes the window seat, who takes the seat by the aisle and stuff like that. And there were still like people sleeping in the aisle and stuff like that. And it was like it was like girls with long hair, so you had to be careful and stuff like that. But it was crazy, and like I couldn't wait to get off that bus because I was super tired, and it was just it was so boring on them. It was so boring on the bus rides. Like the bus rides were so boring, and I was just about ready to get off the bus and not get back on the bus. And you know, when we came back to Minnesota, I was glad. I almost wanted to kiss the floor. All right, that's how glad I was to finally be back home. You know, the phrase "there's no place like home," that's how it felt like. So so we get to we finally make it home. I'm like, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to go home, unpack all my stuff, get back in the bed, and just like take a long nap. But you know what? I didn't even take a nap. I didn't even take a nap. I just went back home. But like I had some food before. Like my mom had took me, like when she had picked me up, she had took me to go get some Subway or something like that. And you know, I had ate that and just like stayed up the rest of the day. And like it sucked because I had to go right back to school the next day. And my instructor, like the tour instructor, like the one who was in charge of the whole field trip, he sucked. I'm sorry, but like I'm not gonna say any names, but like, you know, he just sucked. I just did not. We just didn't see eye to eye. Like, and it wasn't any personal encounters. It was more like just like how he acted and how like he was just, I don't know. He was just, I didn't like it. I didn't. So yeah, man. So that's the story of my first time going to New York. Hopefully you guys loved the video. If you did, make sure to give a thumbs up, and also click that subscribe button down there if you want to hear more stories from yours truly. And this is Fleek Man signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video.